Guys, today I will be sharing how to make blueberry cheesecake colache my way. We got 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 packet of yeast which is 7 to 8 grams, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of bread flour, and 2/3 cup of warm water. To begin, combine the sugar and the warm water, give it a mix, and then we will add the yeast. Again, the yeast is 7 to 8 grams or 2 and 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. We will let it sit until it bubbles up, just like this, about 5 minutes. And then we will combine the salt and the bread flour, give it a mix as well, and then we will add the yeast mixture to this. Give it a mix until it is well combined. And then we're gonna cover this with cling wrap and let it rest until it doubles in size, about an hour. So my dough is ready. We got 1 egg, 60 grams of melted butter, half a cup of sugar, 2/3 cup of milk, 3 cups plus 2 tablespoons of bread flour. So we're gonna combine the milk, the butter. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use your hands to knead the dough. The egg, just slightly unbreak the egg. Now we can add the yeast dough. Now we're gonna start slowly kneading. We're gonna add the sugar. Now we're ready to add the flour. Don't add the flour all at once because it's easy to correct this by adding flour a little at a time than dumping all the flour and then finding out that your dough is too dry. So I added half of my flour first, and then I'm gonna knead it. And once all the flour is absorbed, we're gonna add some more flour. Again, my flour is 3 cups plus 2 tablespoons. So I'm leaving the 2 tablespoons and have a look at my dough first before I add my final flour. So here I know that I need the 2 tablespoons of the flour, so I added in. And now once your dough is ready, we're gonna knead this for about 6 to 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, the dough is ready. Just like this. Gonna stop the kneading process. And then I have a bowl with a little bit of oil on it. As you can see there. We're just gonna form our dough into a ball. Just like this. And then we will roll the ball into the oil. And then we're gonna cover this with cling wrap again, and we're gonna let this rest in a warm spot for about an hour or until it doubles in size. After an hour, our dough has doubled in size. So I spread a little bit of flour on my work surface. And then using a rolling pin, I'm gonna roll the dough about 1/4 inch thick, or it could be thicker. The thickness really depends on how thick you want your dough to be. I've got a round cookie cutter, and then I'm just cutting circles of dough. And then I'm just gonna move this into my prepared baking pan lined with parchment paper. And then you just use all the dough, and this is what they should look like. Try to put them close together so when they rise, they will stick together. That's the look I'm going for. But you can do like separate ones. And now we're gonna let this rest again for about 30 to 45 minutes or until it rises and doubles up. For the filling, we need 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is blueberry pie filling. You can make from scratch, and 1 block of cream cheese, which is 250 grams. So I will open up my can. This is what it should look like. If you don't want to use blueberry pie filling, you can use jam. Now, to make the cream cheese filling, so I'm just breaking up my cream cheese. I added the sugar. Make sure that your cream cheese is at room temperature so it's easier to mix. And then I'm gonna add the vanilla. And then the egg. Mix until it is well combined. And now we're just gonna put this in the fridge while we move on to the next step. With the streusel, it's optional. We need 1 tablespoon of sugar, and that's 1/4 cup of flour, and then this is about 25 grams of cold butter. And then we're just gonna mix it together and until it forms like a crumble, just like this. Set this aside as well. So now our dough has doubled in size. Now I have a bottle that I covered with cling wrap, and I'm putting an impression in the middle of the dough to make like holes in the center. That is where we're gonna put our filling. Try not to knock the air on the side. And now, with 1 beaten egg, we're just gonna put egg wash on the sides. You don't need to put egg wash in the middle. And once we're done putting egg wash on the side, we're gonna let this rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we're ready to put the cream cheese filling. Don't overfill them. After the cream cheese filling, now we're gonna add the blueberry pie filling. So with the kolache filling, there are so many options that you could do for the filling, but this is not very traditional filling that I'm using here. You could use just jam, farmer's cheese, or apricot jam. And then after this, we're gonna put the streusel. And then we will bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 13 to 15 minutes or until the top is golden brown. And this is what it looks like after baking. Now I've got melted butter here, about 20 grams, and I'm quickly brushing the top side of my kolache. This will soften up the top. And this is the finished product. I hope you give them a try because this bread is so good. I can guarantee that you're gonna love this. And you could show me the photos of your finished work on my Facebook page. I promise you're gonna love this. And it's so easy to make, really. Just to show you what it looks like inside when you open up. This is very light and airy. And when the colache, when you eat it when it's hot, the cream cheese will ooze out. But as it cools down, the cheesecake sets. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.